Would you want to save the child or the wife, yourself, if something bad happens during birth?
You're gonna save the wife?
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, like, you know, you gotta... I've known her longer, you know? You didn't even come out yet.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we just came back from a fashion show, watching Sydney. And a lot of other models as well.
Did you mention that? How you're a model?
Oh, no.
You didn't get to that.
We didn't get to that part
You
yet.
didn't get to that yet.
No, you didn't get to that.
I have a lot of layers. Would you let your boys be friends with your girl?
I think that's important to have.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty cool guy.
Pretty cool guy.
DMs.
Yeah, bro. What's she doing? What are you doing? You want some smoke?
Go bad. Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast where you get to tune in and get a glimpse of the guys. My name is Luciano.
Oh, Yeti.
And we have a guest today.
Hey, y'all. My name's Sydney Rose.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. So Sydney, we would like to get to know you a little bit, you know, for our viewers as well. Kind of introduce yourself a little bit, like what you up to, what are you doing nowadays, and what do you love? What are you passionate about?
That's the last part a little hard, but
Well, passionate about, I guess, you know. Love part.
I'm
a little
a
hard.
personal trainer. I'm currently getting ready to go to grad school in August, but I'm starting a study abroad course where I'll be working with the Gaelic Athletic Association, the GAA, in Ireland. So I'll be going to Dublin for 3 weeks from May to June. Yeah,
Dublin.
working with some
Irish.
pro teams with their traditional hurling, football, rugby, etc. for other sports, learning
Really?
their training facilities, their training ways, and then I'll officially start like more classes in August where I'll be getting a master's in kinesiology with a concentration in sports fitness and conditioning.
Oof.
Fire.
Love
Fire.
that. What made you get into all that?
I've played sports my whole life. It's kind of been like my outlet from everyday life, and I feel like I'm a pretty good leader, so what's a better way than to be a coach than a coach that like I've never had. So I want to try to be a better coach and kind of give athletes that hope in their sports and keep their drive alive, because I know sometimes bad coaches can really kill like the spirit for a lot of athletes who have really good potential.
Very true.
Damn.
What when did you know that you wanted to do that and stick with sports?
Really by chance. I have had a lot of adversity in my life, and so actually even in my undergrad my plans were changed based on COVID, based on my school deciding to drop my original major that I applied for, and
Which was?
I was originally for a bachelor's in science, studying exercise science on a fast track to then get a master's in athletic training.
Yeah.
They got rid of that after my first semester being there.
Wow.
And then I ended up doing an internship, which actually killed my interest. I did in athletic training, and then I did another internship where the strength and conditioning coach really just like, he was awesome, sparked my interest, has been my biggest supporter and like helping me get to where I am now of like going to grad school at the University of Georgia. So, you know, about to be a dog, but I've always had that dog in me. you know the vibes. But it's big opportunity. Nothing's bigger than Atlanta for opportunities. But even just being in Athens, like SEC football, SEC sports, basketball, like it's just bound with opportunities and connections. And even if I don't end up in the strength and conditioning realm, I know the opportunities are going to lead me into the right direction.
And you said you played sports back then? What kind of sports?
I've played over 10 actually. So I'll
How do you
give
know
the
there were 10
rundown.
sports?
10 sports.
The
impressive.
rundown basically is I started with gymnastics and then was moved into competitive. So from 2 years old to about 6th grade. So essentially level 7. I was supposed to start level 8, but financially couldn't keep up with it anymore from family reasons. So I ended up needing to quit. And in the off seasons, my parents tried to put me in like soccer and softball for like a summer MCA. Didn't go well, didn't like it. So stuck with gymnastics. Gymnastics was my whole life. Then middle school hit, whole change. No more gymnastics. I picked up field hockey, volleyball, basketball, and track and field. And then in high school, I did field hockey still, beach volleyball, unified basketball, indoor and outdoor track, tennis. Senior year, I did boxing. I did a little bit of archery, if you count that as a sport, from like middle school to high school. And then I was recruited for collegiate field hockey at the D2 level for field hockey.
Wow. Field hockey.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shoot.
I didn't even know they had field hockey in middle school. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's really a New England sport, and the only reason I was kind of placed into it is because I'm a 4th generation. And for like my family, everyone's played.
Okay.
So even though that wasn't really my passion, it was like in my blood to play, and I was actually really good at it.
Yeah.
And what school did you initially get recruited for?
I was actually originally recruited for Duke, but I wasn't gonna be on scholarship till like my junior year, and I could not afford schooling at Duke prices.
Yeah.
So, and I actually don't think they had my major. So there just was a lot against it. So, and then I got the opportunity with the University of New Haven, and I always thought if I could, I would transfer if it went through. But like I said, life has its adversities. Never got to play from COVID, needing surgery, and then being let go because I had surgery. So,
damn, that sucks. That's so unfortunate. But
everything has its reasons. Everything aligns for what it's for. I think it would have been really rough mentally just because of how that coach and how that kind of team was aligned. It really wasn't aligned to who I was. So it was honestly for the better, even if at the time it really sucked.
Definitely.
Damn, man. It's crazy how like things that set you back but also set you in a different path in some sense.
It's almost like a spring, like it pulls you back, but it
slingshots you into another direction.
Yeah. That's crazy. Cuz like you like the direction that you're going at now ever since then?
2024, I would say, has been this slingshot. And I was talking with my friends, and they kind of told me like they see it too, but I'm not there yet. Right now, it's kind of like the catapult is still loading. And then once I finally moved to Georgia, that's when suddenly I'm just gonna like rocket forward, and like everything's gonna align. The opportunities are gonna be there. The people that are meant to be in my life are gonna stay. The people that need to be removed will be removed, and like I'll finally have some peace to life instead of the past like years from even like sophomore year of high school been living a roller coaster. With every high there's a low, with every low there's a high. So to finally maybe be getting some peace and hopefully clarity on a good path, I'm ready for that change.
That's good to hear.
That's great.
I was gonna actually ask you, when you're in your lows and stuff like that, how do you get out of that? You know, how do you get out of that low, that little?
My friends, I have to say there are some lows that I almost didn't make out, didn't beat, but we grow from it, and I've had really great support from very small close friends. I think I have 3, and they've had my back, never been judgmental, and it's just that kind of support. And then like I said, with lows I also get some highs, so I just try to think of the highs and know that there's still more to like, there's always going to be a new path. There's always going to be another option. You can't settle for like that feeling of in the moment. And it's kind of ironic because everyone's always like, you got to live in the present. You got to live like for the moment, which is good. And everyone should be more present and more like less technology and really just living life. But there's also a balance of you need to have some hope. You need to have some drive to get to a new step. Because if you're always just like complacent of like, I'm gonna live for today and never really consider anything for like the future, then how do you know what you're doing today is setting you up for what you want in the future?
Almost like raw dawing life is kind of just not it. Like you kind of have to have a plan in a sense.
I think it depends on the person. You could do that, but I feel like those that really want to
What?
I just love like how deep she was, and then you're like, it's kind of like raw dawing life. Yeah.
I don't know.
I love where your mind is at, but like, I just find it very funny.
No, but she knew what I meant.
I knew what you meant too. I just love the switch up. It's kind of like raw dawing life, you know? Fuck.
same meaning, just different terminology.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hit
Yeah.
all the levels.
Definitely hit it all. Yeah.
I can relate to that though, because I feel like I had a kind of habit of raw dawing life in a sense of like not really having a good plan for the future days, and kind of just being like, all right, let me just do everything today, and tomorrow I'll wake up, set a plan for the day, and that's it. I really have a set plan. But like you said, 2024, I feel like is the year where it's like everything is starting to align with the right plan, the right foundation, what you want to achieve, what you could see for the future. So I feel that.
I do like setting like a list of goals.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like I've always had like a goal in my head, but I definitely needed to work on more on like the little steps to get to that goal.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I just kind of worked, and whatever type of work that I put into that goal, eventually I'm gonna get out, you know, something out of that. And I feel like that's I've said it before several times as well. It's just that the amount of effort and that work ethic that you put into that goal, even though if you don't succeed and make that goal reality, at least you're setting yourself up for, you know, a good path. You know, you're on a good way for yourself. You got a lot of things that you learned on the way. You know, you're enjoying the journey, I hope, and you're learning a lot of things. So I really been trying to enjoy the journey to the goal, and keep learning and you know, being around good people and good friends. So
I think that's really what it's more about, of like being in the moment is enjoying that journey, but also being adaptable to your goals and like those thoughts of like what you want needing to sometimes change because something better has come along. Or I would agree with you, like I feel like with how much up and down my life has been, I've always told people I have a plan, or I always like to say I have a plan, but reality is like I'm lost. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like I'm supposed to be at one certain level in life, and it's like I'm 21. I graduated my bachelor's in 2 years. Like, I'm ahead of the game. But because I graduated, I feel like I'm supposed to already have a job, already supposed to, like, be aligned in certain things, have, like, so many different parts of, like, I guess adulting. But it's like, I'm still young. It's okay to still be learning. It's okay to still not know the path and even change the path. Maybe not even be in the athletic realm and do something else. Like, who knows what is going to present itself. But once you feel at peace, you know you're in a right path. Or once things feel easy, but not easy enough where just like you're not putting in effort. Anything you want in life, you have to work for. So, but that work should be enjoyable. And then that's how you know what you're doing is right for you.
Absolutely. I like that. enjoy the path is enjoy the journey itself. I actually wrote that in a song that I'm gonna perform on Tuesday. So that's great timing. Great timing. But nah, it's like, for me, when I graduated, I had no idea what I was gonna do. I had different things that I had lined up that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna do this. None of them worked out, you know. But the things that I enjoyed, the podcast, music, I think you have to have a certain set of things that you do in life that keeps you going to do more in the future. That's where you really enjoy the path. It's like finding what you love.
And people struggle with enjoying the path is because they aren't trying new things. I think that's what life should be all about, is trying new things, learning other people's perspectives, traveling the world, learning other cultures, and appreciating other people's ways of life. And who knows, maybe something you can share of someone else's to like then help your life, or you learn tips and tricks of something, or you learn a new hobby and you're like, oh, now you found all these new things, new people. And it's just like, that's what makes life exciting, is the differences in life. And you can't do that unless you're not having balance in your journey.
Were we just talking about that today too? Like how we are going to fashion shows now?
Yeah.
We're like, this is great. This is fucking awesome.
It's like, I never thought I would be at a fashion show. Like,
Yeah.
Tuna.
yeah, tuna.
Mm-hmm.
My second, which is crazy. Yeah, we just came back from a fashion show, watching Sydney, and a lot of other models as well.
Did you mention that? How you're a model?
Oh, no.
You didn't get to that.
We didn't get to that part
You didn't
yet.
get to that yet. No, you didn't get to that.
I have a lot of layers. I do more than just model and work as a trainer / building an athletic. I'm a very
Versatile.
layers.
And how'd you get into modeling?
Just had photographers reach out to me being like, we feel like you have a good look. Would you want to collab and try to see if you would enjoy being behind the camera? Did a few photo shoots, then got my first. I've actually done modeling officially 1 year as of like the 20th of March. So I've only modeled a year, but so first runway was a charity fashion show, which was really awesome and a good like intro into it because it's very community based, and I'm very big on community and helping. We raised money for Boston Children's Hospital, so that was a great cause. And then from there, just building my resume, building my portfolio, reaching out to designers, and then from there, getting to work with other designers, getting invited to other shows, getting other photographers involved to do collabs, and just building that portfolio.
Wow.
How's the mental aspect of it all? Because as a creator, you know, it's not always gonna be guaranteed, you know. So can you explain like how the mental part of it was from last year 20th to now so far?
Well, so far it's been, to me in my mind, just like a hobby. So I enjoy any opportunity I get, but I also know I'm not investing my whole time and life into it. So I know I could maybe be getting more opportunities if I did put more time into it, but I'm also grateful for every opportunity that I get because of not putting as much time. So when I do get those opportunities, I'm always very excited, very happy, very grateful, and just do my best. And hopefully that continues to build connections. The designer wants to invite me back, and maybe when the timing's right, I will be able to put more time into it, maybe get signed to an agency or take it more seriously. But for now, I just need something a little more foundational in my life. And then once I get that and become more stable, then I can take more time to do more creative or artistic things. Like, I love to paint and draw or do oil pastels. I like to sing. I like to act. I like to do so much, bake, cook, like I do graffiti stuff, modeling. Like, I like to do it all. So I really just want to travel too. Like, be a travel influencer. That'd be
That'd be
fun.
awesome. Oh man.
You just want to live life. It sounds like you just want to.
I just want to be
Enjoy
immersed in
everything.
it all. I
Yeah.
love it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like modeling. I actually, the reason I also am like more relaxed with it is because I saw some video and the girl's mom was like essentially out of like 67, or don't quote me on this, but I'm trying to remember. It's something like you apply 67 times, and out of all those, you'll only get 3 opportunities. Or it's not until or it takes 67 tries for the average model to get signed or get an opportunity. So this girl was like, okay, I'm not gonna stress or I'm not gonna be worried for every time I get denied, because the average model doesn't get her first signing until like the 67th try or something around that range, where it's like super far away. So she actually ended up getting signed around it somewhere in her 40s, but her agency or whoever her guide was to help her like reach out to castings was always mentioning like, oh, we're surprised you're still like sticking to it, how much you're still like passionate about it. Most models would have already quit by now.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, to hear you're denied so many times. Like, modeling is a very like harsh reality, because you're constantly getting denied, and it's essentially based on, do you look good enough? Are you thin enough? Are you whatever to fit what they're trying to fulfill? And unfortunately, in the modeling world, it's, although more diverse, it's still in a lot of places still the, at least for women, like 5'8", 5'7" to 6 foot, 00 to size 2, like blonde girls. Like, there's not much real opportunity unless you're in commercial.
Damn, it's a tough business.
I feel like that's any business, though. Any business.
Any creative business, I feel like, because same thing with acting, same thing with modeling, is like, can you handle the denial? Coming up in music, how many times are you gonna wait for people to finally listen to your music, or stick around for the 3 listeners and just keep making music? It's really are you self-comfortable? Do you have the passion? And do you have the work ethic to just keep pushing it and know, like, speak your existence? I know I'm gonna make it. And because I like to believe energy is a transfer. So if you're speaking that positivity, you're transferring that into yourself. It's gonna make you more motivated to like keep pushing to get that next level. And eventually, if it is aligned for you, you'll reach that next level, because your work ethic shows that you're ready for it.
Another thing too, like, that I learned from my old job is like, every time you get a no, that brings you closer to your yes. You know, so like that's another like positive reinforcement, like way to think about it. And a lot of people used to get like excited when they got a no. It was weird to be like, oh, I just got my no. I'm closer to my yes. Like, go sit your ass down. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? But maybe it's a no because that person wasn't meant for you.
Exactly.
Or that work environment wasn't going to be good for you, and you wouldn't have thrived.
Absolutely. Everything happens for a reason, too.
All right, so on to some questions here for you. Would you want to save the child or the wife, yourself, if something bad happens during birth? What would you do? You want to start? Would you save your wife if something happened, like save the child or the wife?
The thing is, I would definitely want to save my wife, but I know that she would probably want me to save the child. It's a lose-lose situation, though, because if I save the child, then it's like I can't have any more babies with the wife because she's dead.
Yeah.
But if I save the wife, then that's a miscarriage or whatever. that we both have to live with. You know,
and she'll live with it more. Yeah,
I really wouldn't want that to be
it's tough
on her, and for her to take that.
Yeah,
I gotta save my wife at that point, because we can try again later on.
Yeah,
When she's ready.
I was thinking the same.
You gonna save the wife?
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying?
It's just that, like, you know, you gotta. I've known her longer. You know, you didn't even come out yet.
It's crazy.
Not the longer card, bro. Come on.
The other one's been brewing for 9 months.
I do her longer, bro.
I'm
Grow
sorry. Sorry.
Grow the fuck up.
I love you, but damn, man. I love
Baby,
my wife
grow the
more.
fuck up.
Nah, I think at that moment I'm gonna choose my wife because she's my everything. She's my world. And I wouldn't want to lose that. Obviously, it would be gut wrenching to lose my child, but at the same time, you know, if possible, it would be great to, you know, try again and do it. You know, but she might be pissed at me, and I'll take the hit. You know, I'm like, you're here. I'm glad you're pissed at me. You know, you're here alive. Well, I'd rather take that than losing her. So.
Plus, you knew her longer too. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like you just got here. You're already fucking everything up, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
What about you? What would you want?
I would want to be saved, and because I feel like in a mental space it will be hard, but medical reasons are calling for like the child to not make it. So it would be tough in the moment and obviously for a couple months, but at the end of the day, as long as my husband's there for me, and like we can heal from it, I get better. Hopefully we can try again, and the second time around will be a better result. Or if for some reason, like after that child birthing is not an option, maybe we can adopt. At least there'll be more options versus like, and I still want to like live my life with my husband, because what if I'm young? What if I'm only in my 30s and there's still so much life to live, and you're gonna choose a child, which then you have to raise on your own, or deal with the stepmother kind of like conversations and things.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
But I'm personally
Definitely.
never having kids.
Why is that?
I think there is too many medical things that can go wrong with it that I don't want to deal with or put myself at risk for. They're expensive, and the lifestyle that I kind of want to have is not really for having children. But I also know in my career or in lifetime, like long goals, like I want to be very wealthy, so a lot of my work will be involved with kids. So I'll be working a lot with kids, helping kids, or just being around kids a lot. So I think I would get my fulfillment with that. And I would rather help kids that are in need now, that are already here, versus trying to bring another life into the world when there's already kids just wanting some love.
Wow, that's really...
All kids need love.
Yeah. I was just gonna like, dude. Wow, that was deep. Because like, she is right. You know, there's a lot of things that go into a child. Yes. And sometimes you kind of have to make that decision if you want one or not. But me personally, I would, because I just want legacy. You know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I need a legacy. Need my little Messi, you know, going around.
That's crazy. You hope you have a boy.
I will have a boy.
Oh.
Yeah. My genes are strong. I will have a boy, and
So
a
if you have a
girl.
girl, then your genes are strong.
I said my genes are strong, so it'd be like a boy, and a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just
It's
gotta
gonna be
manifest
girl,
it.
boy.
Or maybe girl, girl, girl.
He's trying until he gets that boy.
Girl, 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 girl,
Girl,
girl.
you know,
I just know-
9 kids.
I just know God would bless me, you know.
We're not stopping.
And
I need him.
And I'm manifesting it in the universe, and it's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, I just gotta be positive and just keep saying it.
I think you would
Pray
make a
for it.
good dad, though.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I
Make me blush and shit.
Oh.
I love it. You might be the only other person that I heard say "T" besides me. I love it.
Oh, what
No, it's funny.
what were you saying?
I don't know. Would you have kids?
Oh yeah, I want to have a lot of kids so that they can all like. I need at least 5 kids.
Oh my god.
I need at least 5 kids. Here's the reason why. My dad has 10 siblings, right?
Mhm.
And so when my family gets together, it's a movie every time. And like I know I can count on them too. Like if shit were to happen, like if shit hits the fan, like I'll hit my cousin Johnny, I'll hit my cousin Lindsay, Kimberly. Those are like my 3 closest cousins that I have, and we're all like the same vicinity of age. But I want them to all have each other at the end of the day. So
It's not a bad outlook on that. Yeah, okay. That's great. And you know, speaking of having children and stuff,
yeah.
would you guys ever get a paternity test when you have a child?
Make sure that child's yours.
Yep, make sure. Gotta make sure.
If there was reasonable doubt,
It's like it's white.
But he's like, if he marries a lighter woman,
Yeah,
the child could come out lighter.
yeah, it's gonna come out later.
Oh.
yeah.
But you're
I'm
not
African and
you're not light skinned, aren't
No.
you? No, you're not. But you
Oh.
look light skinned.
It's
no.
wintertime.
No, for me, I think you have like the brownish complexion. It's like
So he'd be chocolate.
very beautiful.
Let's ask the
You know?
viewers. Do you guys think I'm light skinned?
You like a darker light skin, right? Nah.
He's chocolate.
there?
Nah,
It's
you're more
milk
chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah,
milk
you're more
chocolate.
milky chocolate.
Yeah,
But it's like
But
wintertime,
a lot
so he's a
more
little
milk.
lighter.
a
Yeah.
lot more.
So he just gets light skin in the winter.
Yeah, my brother's fucking almost as dark as you. I'm just kidding, but lighter.
Diogo's like
this.
caramel.
He's this.
Diogo's like caramel.
He's like caramel.
Yeah.
You should see him now. He's like, man, Diego's gonna hate me. He hates when I call him brown. I love it. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, paternity test. Would you?
If there was reasonable doubt, like if I was skeptical about something,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're going on the Maui show. You better believe.
Are you getting one?
It just breaks trust, doesn't it? You know?
But
It also
what if
regains
she's
it though.
giving reason that she already broke yours?
I guess because it's a big deal, you know. You're going to be living and raising that children for a long time, for the rest of its life.
You want to know if it's your
You
kid.
want to know for sure.
Are you really gonna put yourself through that? And it's not even your kid.
What if it's the first one and y'all aren't technically like married yet, but you've been dating for like 3 to 5 years?
You still gotta make sure.
Break
I
up with her after, like,
Well, no, so
fucking hope
that's
that's my
when.
child still.
So are you gonna, in that sense, would you get a paternity test?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
If there was still reasonable doubt, like if there's
But
still
it's,
something to
you've
be,
been together for 5 years. What would be the doubt?
if she could be going out a little more than she used to, she could be acting a little shady about some shit.
After 5 years of being together?
Yeah, like usually that's when shit starts to get rocky in relationships. If
It's
it
3 to
doesn't
5.
happen-
If you guys last longer than 5 years, you're good.
Not true.
Not sure. Oh, fuck. I don't want to put them on blast. Actually,
Damn.
I mean they're still together, but yeah, nah, don't want to do that.
I mean, today's generation just opens up a whole new can of worms of what's true and what's not. So
Yeah.
it's hard out here.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I think I
You'd
would
have to.
because I've just seen too many like horror stories. Some guys just being
Is crazy.
horror stories, fucking. But like, there's like a guy 76 years old. I was just telling her before, bro. He's like a judge, career, fucking great career, whatever, blah blah blah. And then he just got a paternity test because he had this gut feeling. He always felt like it wasn't his child, but it might have been, obviously. And he got it. Wasn't his child.
How long was he raising? How long did he? How old was the child? I mean,
I think it was like 30 or something. It was like, yeah,
nigga.
yeah. It was high 20s, I think.
Oh my god.
They've had him for a while. So
That's heartbreak right there.
yeah, he was pretty. He was like he was kind of going a little insane, but also like being funny about it. He's like, shit, you're not my son. He started making jokes. Like he was. I didn't want to be like that. That's what I don't want to be. Just
Yeah.
that.
Think now you're like 70, so your life's kind of like over, and half your life's been a lie.
You've been
Yeah.
raising that kid.
I don't know if your life is over, but your life has been a lie, most definitely.
I said almost over.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Some 70-year-olds still know how to maximize
Almost.
their time.
Almost.
Would you
What
get a
about you?
paternity test?
Wouldn't it be like a maternity test?
Maternity.
Because
Wait,
or is it
she-
still paternity?
I thought it was just like parental.
no matter if
type.
it's man or woman.
Wait, would she? How would she get one? Oh well, if she had several
it's still
partners.
a blood test.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If you had like a threesome and end up pregnant, which one are you calling to tell
Yeah.
them? Like,
Which one,
I'm your,
bro?
you got me.
You are the father.
Damn.
You ever think about that? That's crazy. Could it be mixed too?
Whoa,
Could you?
Like mixed between the two guys? Nah,
No.
that's not possible.
twins.
It's only one.
Yeah, it's only one zygote
One
that
survivor.
splits.
One survivor. Whoa, that's deep.
Wait, so would you or not?
No, because I know what
She
man
knows,
has been
yeah.
in my body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. That's why we were coming
The
up with a
guys
theory.
Okay,
Like we
okay.
were
would
just
be more
hypothetical.
concerned versus like I know who's been in my body. But if
Like-
my man felt uncomfortable or for some reason had any doubt,
Oh yeah.
I would do it because I would know. So I'd be like, I have nothing to hide. Yeah, let's do it if you're that concerned. But that would make me almost a little upset because it almost would make me think like, are you doing something on the side? Because why all of a sudden do you have a doubt that like this wouldn't be your child? Like, did you not actually want to have a child with me?
Yeah.
Like, is there something I don't know about? Like,
True.
Could be that.
Deflecting.
Or maybe he thinks that you're starting to act a little different too.
why? Because now I'm pregnant and have hormonal issues.
No.
It's a new experience for him too.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I would have nothing
about-
to hide.
What
so I
about
would
if
do-
they talked about it in the beginning of the relationship, like?
Like, I won't want to test no matter once we get pregnant.
Yeah, like they already set the precedent.
I mean, if that's what I agree upon, then that's what we've set for boundaries as
Okay.
our
It's
relationship.
in the contract.
It's in
Yeah.
the contract. I love that. I didn't know if you would reject it.
Why? I feel like it would be my choice to be like, okay, yes, I want to date you, and I agree to those terms.
Mm-hmm.
But I might bring up a discussion of why would you feel the need to do that if you fully trust me and you know I'm your girl.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
the
where
trust would
I
go
knew
both
it would be
ways.
that way because they would think about it more.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Cause
But
of
are
the
they
trust.
thinking about it more if if guys are also the ones going around having sex with whoever?
Yeah, but the thing
Girls
is
go
that-
around having sex with whoever though. Too.
I said I didn't say only.
Okay.
I said and guys also.
All right. But so do girls though.
I didn't say they didn't.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right. Okay.
I forgot what we were saying.
Deflection.
All right. I was gonna say before. You mentioned how 3 to 5 years is usually like the time where couples like reach that.
Pinnacle.
No
Yeah.
more, it's not the honeymoon phase anymore.
Yeah.
Things start getting real.
Yeah. How do you feel about doing a phone swap with your partner?
I would do it.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. If I'm in a relationship, you can have access to anything, because whatever's mine should be yours and whatever's yours should be mine. But I wouldn't have the need to go through his or do a phone swap, because I should have that trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason I felt uncomfortable with something, or something just like made me, I don't know, set back and I overthought something and I just asked a question, I feel like if he's defensive and not just being like, look, like whatever, like here, or look, it wasn't anything, like that's
Get a
then
message
gonna
from
be a
Letitia or
red
something.
flag, because it's like, why are you deflecting instead of just being open about it? Because I'm open. I don't care. You can have my passwords. You can, like, I wouldn't have anything to hide.
Yeah, I would do the same, honestly. Just like, just be very open about it. And if you're like a little, if you're doing something a little sketchy over there, you're feeling a little defensive, I'm gonna be feeling a little some type of way. And then if I see like Greg pop up on the DMs, I'm like, who the fuck is Greg?
Greg is actually my neighbor. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty cool guy.
Greg doing
Pretty
in
cool
his
guy.
girls' DMs.
Yeah, bro. What's she doing? What are you doing? You want some smoke? Just kidding.
Thank
Oh,
So we might have to cut
Greg.
that.
Oh my goodness.
well, now we have to cut that part. I'm gonna cut that part.
They definitely need to go through each other's phones. So, but yeah, I feel that. Me, I think of it like two ways. I wouldn't mind from my perspective, because I feel like I have nothing to hide. But at the same time, like I also want you to respect my privacy as well, or whoever I'm dating at the time. So the fact that you like want to go through my phone kind of brings up the question, like how you said before with the paternity test, like, are you hiding something?
But
But
if
Reverse.
I'm asking
she's
the
gonna give you
but
the
if I'm
phone.
asking the question, essentially I would be like, and if you want to look at my phone here, because I know I'm
good.
genuine,
But you could have deleted everything.
so could he.
Like that.
But it could
gives
be
you-
like, okay,
You had the amount of time to think about the question, so you deleted everything.
what if
I didn't have
What
enough
if it's
time.
First
just
of
in
all-
the moment?
why am I in a relationship if I'm intentionally hiding stuff? Like, that's weird.
That's
You're
what people
weird.
do.
You're
People do
weird.
that.
Yeah, and they're weird. They
Weirdos.
shouldn't be in a relationship because you don't want one, clearly.
That's
you just
true.
like the satisfaction of having someone readily available to meet your emotional needs. But essentially, most of them are just sexual needs. And they don't actually want the relationship. Stop messing up people's heads for short-term satisfaction.
Preach.
Also, and what if I was like borrowing my man's phone because my phone died, or I was just like, I didn't have mine for a moment. I was like, hey, can I borrow your phone? Like, take a picture, or take a phone call, and then a message pops up or something just like pops
like,
up,
I
and
miss
then
you.
I'm like, and I'm not just gonna go through his phone. I'm gonna bring it up to him.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna want him to show me and explain himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
If my girlfriend asked me like to borrow my phone because her phone died or something, I would give her my phone. But if I catch her going through my phone, that's a breach of privacy
Yes, but that is understandable. 'Cause
and a breach of
nothing-
trust as well.
Nothing's been talked about. I think that's fine. I would have never.
That's actually happened to me before too.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What are y'all doing that you making your girls uncomfortable?
Nothing. I left my phone open. I went to the bathroom and I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't doing anything. But then she told me like she went through my phone and I was like, why did you go through my phone?
That's weird.
Like I didn't mind that she went through. I didn't mind
because you didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I minded that she
did it behind your back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was kind of sus in a sense.
I think that makes sense though. Like if you're doing it behind their back, then that's just you don't trust them. But if you can have a conversation or you can ask about it, then I think a phone swap is fine because that's just looking for clarity. And if you're in a healthy relationship, sometimes you need reassurance. Sometimes you just want things clarified. Like that's just part of a relationship. It's not always flowers, but you have to meet your other person's emotional needs. And if they have trauma, especially from past relationships, when you're just starting off, sometimes you have to do a little more at the beginning to make sure they feel like they can trust you, that they're reassured, and that you want the same thing that they're looking for, and that you guys are aligned. And that's how you'll know you're gonna be with like a good match.
Yeah, just compromise a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Quick question. So, you
this
know,
looks like a devilish question, the way he's like, quick question and smiles.
You know the Snapchat shit I always watch with like the people,
I hate it, dude. You send me all the time.
I do. I love it. So like when people are like walking in the mall or like walking outside and some dude comes up to them and they're like, yo, how long y'all been dating? Y'all want to do a phone swap? Like, what would you do if your guy or if your girl was like hesitant to do the phone swap?
I would feel some type of way.
Right?
Yeah. I'd be
But
like,
would you though? Because what if it's just for like, why on the camera?
Well, the guy's asking, and for me, like, I'm great on the camera, so I would like to be on camera.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. And I would just give her my phone, and if she hesitates, I'd be like, what? You know, what the fuck? Why are you hesitating?
Give me your fucking phone.
Yeah, give me that shit. But if she doesn't want to give me that phone, I'm like, all right, well,
what's the conversation?
I feel like you're hiding something, you know?
That's the
And
conversation.
then there's going to be a
after.
conversation after.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight on camera.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's a
Like-
private matter type of thing. But I feel like it's just like a fun little thing, you know, that's happening in the moment. Like, yeah, sure, you know, whatever. But shit goes south. I'm tight.
He's like, camera's off. We need to
Turn
go
that
home
shit
for a
off. Boom.
discussion.
Just fucking knock everyone out. I'd like nothing happened. You ever see that TikTok?
The stutter.
Yeah, if you're when your friend's telling the joke, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, and then you're both laughing, and then now it's your turn to tell the joke, and then you're like, yeah, so I oh,
Yo.
and then he's just standing over, just walks away. You ever see that?
I think you said it to me the other day. That's funny.
Dude, I saw one the other day where he was, I think, doing a shot. Yeah, he was shooting, and he airballed, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And all right, let me do it again. Let me do it. Cut that out. And then he did it again. And he's like, "All right, cut that out, bro." He did it again. He's like, "Fuck!" Boom, takes out the guy. He's like, "Oh." And then someone else catches him taking out the guy. He's like, "Oh fuck!" And then he takes out that guy. And then there's another guy all the way like on somewhere else. He's like, "Oh my god, he's going wild! I got this all live on tape. I'm definitely gonna post this." And then he's all of a sudden behind him. He's like, "No, you're not." And then he hits him. And then there's another guy on the highway, and he gets that, and he somehow ends up there. Bro, I love. There's like 6 cameramen on the ground. It was so funny. It was like a cinematic like masterpiece for some reason. It was great. I love when funny shit pops up. It just makes my day. That's what it reminded me of.
Going off the phone thing. Have you seen the videos where a guy approaches like these two girls and the guy asks like, "Oh, could your friend call your man?"
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my
So
God.
That's the
would-
same shit I watched.
Would you let your boys be friends with your girl?
I think that's important to have that type of bond between your friends and your lover, in the sense of there needs to be peace between. Like, there shouldn't have to be like a divide. Like, no, you can't hang out with them, can't like talk to them. Like, if they're hanging out alone, then that's like kind of weird.
Yeah, but if it's
Kinda.
always like a
Like, you know, that's
Kinda.
very weird.
it should
Very weird. Yeah. That's what I
always
thought.
like a group setting type vibe.
But like, let's say like we're all coming home. I'm the last one to get home. Like, I wouldn't mind if you guys like got here before I did.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I trust you guys to be alone. But like, if you guys plan to hang out alone, then that's like,
That's weird.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there needs to be like a
Like the boundaries are set,
yeah.
and you would hopefully have good friends that also would respect your girl to not move on your girl,
Absolutely.
True.
because they say the friends you hang out with reflect you. So
100%.
if your friends are doing that, what are the odds you're also doing that?
Very true. Yeah.
Oh,
would
yeah,
you
yeah.
would you
I
want
want
your,
my man to be friends with like my friends,
Mhm.
but that's because when I know my friends and we all have different types, so I know whoever my man is, none of my girls are gonna like him. So I already know I'm in the good, but I also trust my friends, and I would want like group date hangouts, and like we all the couples go bowling, or like group hangout type stuff. But and like if I would trust my friends if my man, like, because I feel like my man would ask my friends to like surprise me to do
That's what I
stuff,
was-
or like
yeah.
he would like, he'd be so invested in me that I would want him to be close with my friends, because I feel like he would want to communicate with them to better invest in me, because they've been there since day one.
Yeah.
So it's just knowing that level of boundary of like what's appropriate, what's not. Obviously not having like late night hangouts, or just like everything's always like business if they're hanging out one-on-one. Like they're obviously meeting up for a purpose of like planning an event of something, or something that I am also correlated to. And then like otherwise it'd be like group hangout stuff. But I feel like it'd be important for me that my friends like him,
Yeah.
and like he can get along with them, because I feel like that would just be easier. And I would hope like I could be cool with his friends, because then everything, like, then we all can just hang out. Like I
Yeah.
can be one of the bros, or he can be one of the girls, and
Yeah.
everything's always just fun then.
I like that. That's great. That's what I want to have, honestly.
Now, is it a red flag if they don't get along?
I think it would just make me question like what makes him, like, what can't we get along? Because like I get along with my girls.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously have a high interest of like, if I'm dating this man, we have some similar traits. So if I get along with my girls, my man has similar traits. Essentially, my man should also get along with my girls. So it would make me think of like, because sometimes when you're so invested into a relationship, you don't see things that the people closest around you will see. So it's important to take what they comment like with a grain of salt, of like, maybe that actually is happening and I need to have a conversation, or I need to reconsider, is this man really respecting and valuing me, and I should stay in this relationship or not.
Like, let's say your girls are just like, they have that gut feeling. They're like, it just seems like too good to be true.
They wouldn't do that.
You know?
Mm-mm. They always,
But
like,
what if they did? Like, what if you meet this guy?
they wouldn't.
He's
I know
picture
my girls.
perfect.
Nope.
And they're like, don't do it, Sydney. Don't do it.
Well, why would
This
they?
man is trouble.
Because he's the
He
perfect
looks like
one?
handsome Squidward. Don't do it.
Handsome Squidward is crazy.
Chiseled jaw and everything.
But all girls ever talk about is finding that dream man. So if I found that, they would be happy for me. Like, we fantasize, or at least my friends and I, we fantasize about like our first date, our like when we get proposed to, what kind of dates our man will take us on. Like, we like, that's our feminine. We love to talk about that kind of stuff and like get all excited, and we dream of having that feeling.
Yeah.
And so like, if my friends are saying something about my man, it's because it's most likely something that I need to have a conversation about. Something maybe they just don't know the perspective on because it's just an outside perspective. Or maybe they are seeing something that I'm not realizing because of how much I may love him. And love can be blinding.
Love is Blind, Netflix.
Yep. Go check it out.
I haven't seen it, honestly.
It's a great show.
I think that was a great podcast. We ended off there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you, Sydney.
Thank
coming
you
on.
for having me. Make sure everyone subscribes and likes up this video because these are some great people.
Do that. And make sure to check her out in the link in the description. We'll have all her info down there. You know how it is. And yeah, we appreciate it. We hope to see you on again, hopefully.
Hopefully, hopefully we'll be back.
Yeah.
Maybe on a Wine Talks.
Stay tuned.
We got some shit cooking up. Yo. We got some shit
Talks.
cooking up.
Are they ready?
We got some people ready to do Wine
We got
Talks.
a lot. Yeah. We have a whole month already.
I mean, like, are the fans ready?
I don't. Are you?
Are you?
Comment in the thing below. Are you ready or no?
They got to be ready.
I don't think they're ready.
No, they're not ready.
They're not ready.
We got a lot of things going on.
We do.
But hey, prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next episode. All right. Have a good one. Peace. Make sure to do something nice for someone else today. Always leave on a good note.
2024, big motion.
Yeah.
Ooh, power moves only.
All right. See you guys. Peace.
Get to
If I told you I don't wanna